After wasting about a... She just lets you sell out of the same shop as her? So I'm guessing these are new shops. We gotta meet, somebody here. Another new shop. What do you got? Nothing. Okay. Let me see. Meet with, we'll do that later. Let's see what this is. Excuse me, guys. Never mind how we couldn't kick the crap out the dragon. Really mad about that. Okay. You gotta, no, it's on this floor with me. I gotta go get Bull into the party. He is the last member to join the party, so let's go recruit him. But we're gonna run some errands for these friends, then we're gonna recruit Iron Bull. And then we're gonna call it probably a night after that. I spent an hour trying to fight that dumb dragon. Alright, so we're supposed to just explore in here.
And where is the merchant we intended to meet?
There's enemies here waiting for us.
It seems Vicinius angered Calpurnia by sending her mistreated slaves. Look around. Shattered crystal. Let's find the pieces. Here's another one.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
No! Wait! Wait!
The crystal tones. What will they think of next? The sounds came from the crystal. We should show Liliana.
Okay, we got something to do for Josephine here before we leave. I'm gonna remember where that dragon is, and I'm gonna kick its butt when we level up, because I just don't feel like it right now. We gotta meet Blackwool though. Black Bull. Alright, let's go do what we gotta do for Josephine. Something about her family or something.
noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Poivers invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Alright, so after we do this, there's a few other quests. We'll go to the stronghold and update everybody and stuff. Sorry y'all didn't get to meet Vivian or Dorian. Oops. I was busy and I was tired and I didn't feel like recording. I wanted to get meeting all our new characters on camera, but I missed hers. But I missed Dorian's too. Although you got to see him when we were fighting, you didn't get to see me talking to him about being a necromancer and a Venator and all that
Welcome,
stuff.
my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Poivers.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montilier's trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
Contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royal. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Monty. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. Or not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subtlety. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Poivers actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information. An end to be tied up later.
The House of Repose has some nerve sending a killer to greet us.
Hardly anyone in the League isn't trained for this, Inquisitor. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you. May we conclude with my departure?
Go, then.
Good day, Hughes. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer if the castle's walls are open.
Alright, so let's go back to Skyhold as I have other stuff to do. We're going to talk with all of our characters and see what's new. Before we proceed to the story, I want to welcome Blackwall into our party. We have not met with him yet, so it would be nice to welcome him in our party. Black Bull, sorry, there's a Black Wall, that's the Templar, and then no, sorry, he's not a Templar, he's a, what do they call him, a Knight Commander? I forgot what he's called. He's a the people that slay the Darkspawn, he's one of them. And then there's Black Bull, who you're going to see. But in this episode it's going to be boring because we're just going to run around and talk with our crew. So let's start with Cassandra, I guess, so she's the closest. Well, actually, the closest one is Blackwell. He's in
Someone
here.
left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but can't quite recall who took them.
Where is she? Oh.
That's all that came. I'm sorry. Tell your quartermaster you lost him.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe clean him?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out.
I'm telling you, I saw.
Cassandra, where the heck are you? Why are you making me walk all around? Nope, this is Sarah.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask.
Oh,
Just a
here
little
we
thing,
go.
really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vachel. Land swap. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen, just like always.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them, it's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes.
Yeah, let's
Every
go.
little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Oh wait, Sarah, do I need something from you? Something different?
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Sandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. Marion's nice, I suppose. Cariffi's bit, though. Shite.
be back if I need you.
So on.
Her song is real nice. Now, where's Cassandra?
Let me know if you find it.
I wasn't expecting this. Cole. Man, am I a babysitter or the Inquisitor?
What are you doing?
A little bit of both.
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for nuts. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name?
Man, Cole, you are so obnoxious and annoying. It's rude to intrude on people's personal thoughts.
Spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Cole, you could try not
Can you listen
listening.
to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
A word to the wise. When all else fails, amputate.
Is that a wise word or a fool's word? Okay, so there's Sarah, and here's Cassandra, whom I was trying to find in the first place. Ooh, that's out. I guess I want to go this way, excuse me. Glitching, like they always do. Whoops. I didn't mean to do a new save, my bad. I've already talked to her. Anything new, just in case.
Inquisitor.
So who's Scout Harding really?
Me? I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by thing out there.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
What's been going on?
Not much. Usual. Nice of you to ask.
I have to go.
Okay, so Cassandra must be over here. Okay, yeah. I went in the tavern like an idiot. Hold on, Cassandra.
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by us, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor. Of course. Another time.
Okay, so we just still exploring Skyhold because they're always building new parts of it. Let's talk to Cassandra. Cass.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand him over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
This would be funny if it wasn't also kind of sad.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
Thank you.
He did bring Hawk. Late, perhaps, but Hawk is with us. As are you.
Know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send me.
Be right.
But he did. I don't know what's to come, but you're more than I could have hoped for. I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Alright. I keep staring at this, but it won't get any closer.
What are you looking for?
I suppose I'll never find them on my own. You recall the demon at Therenfall? The one impersonating Lord Seeker Lucius? We never found the real Lord Seeker, or his body. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. Yet a demon of envy does not kill whomever it replaces. It hides them away and learns about them. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Alright. We're not gonna go to the... Well, yes we are. I'm gonna send my scouts out on a couple of missions and talk to the rest of my friends. Alright, can I get daft hands so I can hack locks? Must be under secrets. Nope. Allows all rogues in the party to open master locks. 4 points needed in category. We only have 1 in this category. 2, 3. Okay, so if I get 1 more, then I can get it. Gain a collection of tier 1 herbs. Reveals additional landmarks and points of interest on the map of every area. Grants 10% chance to receive extra herbs. Opens new dialogue related to... Granted additional 50% for each well studied. Alright. Now we have 4 points, so we will be able to get daft hands. I need that as I need to open hidden locks. Gold. Cullen and the others have come back from their missions. We got a lot of side missions to go do. Influence. A staff. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's see what we can do. Ozimar's friendship. Josephine only.
At your service.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
Locate the missing seekers.
The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
Find Crestwood's mayor.
All right.
Josephine, while I'm here.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in Thedas.
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last two parakeets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royaux?
We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
My people are ready, should you change your mind. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the two parakeets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin. Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild could never risk being so unspeakably gross.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in a way. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
Why did the Duperriquets hate the Monteliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montelier and a Duperriquet fell in young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Duparaket's descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Duparakets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparakets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Duparakets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparakets as lords.
Alright, so that's that. Let's talk to the rest of our group. That was Josephine, that's the main table. Let's go see Varric.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you could take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
You could have told us about Corypheus sooner.
I found out he was involved at exactly the same time you did. Until he showed up at Haven, I thought he was dead. Nothing we saw at the summit made me think he'd been there. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry Tale.
We'll talk to this warden friend of Hawk's and draft a plan to kill this Darkspawn.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Forget the past. Makes no difference what Corypheus is or how he got loose. We're putting an end to him.
I wish I had your confidence. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Complete. Stone Man, Inquisitor.
Do you have any insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? Good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Need something?
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to lyrium. How can it do that?
That's a good question. To tell the truth, we don't really know what that shit can do to a person. And I don't want to find out.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her
think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject. Need something?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a ruin in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the ruin, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a ruin in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the ruin, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back.
Okay, we repeating ourselves. My bad.
Were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
All right, I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem. Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravine somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Where did you get that crossbow? Never seen one like it.
Bianca, she's one of a kind. I won her from Paragon Smith Bronca in a game of Wicked Grace. She was such a sore loser. Ran off to the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone saw of her.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Alright. That was Varric. Let's go see Vivienne. Solus is here too. Oh, a new area. So Vivian's out here.
Your worship.
Fertile ground, even here.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimar. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague, Adan. He thought highly of you. You will be missed.
The enemy took a toll at Haven. It's an unfortunate loss.
He'd probably sneer at the sentiment and say, get back to work. So, we shall. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must. I am at your service.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. Perhaps that wasn't immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
I need some blood lotus. And here I'm a plant. Elf fruit, there we go. Thank you, friend. Need that elf fruit.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Liliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now,
Happy
was there
Sabbath.
anything else?
Let me see. How are we doing?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. With the rift near Crestwood sealed, the villagers have begun rebuilding their homes and lives. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise to Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost. And traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing.
to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Charter Planet. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
Farewell, revered mother.
Be well, Inquisitor.
Alright, I'm tired. Like, really tired. Where's Vivian? Josephine. Okay, I'm in the wrong area. I gotta go up some stairs. Yeah, she's this way. However, I want to see what this mission in the garden is. Upgrade the Chantry Garden. Upgrades the garden to a chantry, bringing hope to all who seek it. Functional upgrade that brings a potential resource gain from the inspired, including gold from tithes. Upgrades the garden by committing the space to simple greenery and cultivation. A functional change that allows more herbs to be harvested. I really need the harvest better. Okay. That's that. There's an arrow up there. How do I get up there? I don't think I can get up there. Anyways, to Vivian. Oh wait, I can get up here. Cooling is ready to report in. She's up a little higher. So go out here and go up. Ooh-wee. All that cursing. I gotta find Solus. This is Josephine. I've always hated how big the Inquisition is. That's why they got all these fast travel stuff. Here we go. Alright, let's go to Solus first. Or not. Helsina.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Turning in research to the table. Okay, here is Dorian, Solus, and Liliana.
Ooh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
Dorian.
That just occurred to you?
I meant, you must have been part of the circle of Magi in the south. Meaning, you were locked away like a criminal, at least until you rebelled. It's such a bizarre notion to me.
Why do you think we rebel?
A lack of civilized entertainment, clearly. I've been to your southern towns. It's more surprising that everyone would take the idea of a mage inquisitor so calmly. Maybe it's not calm. Maybe the Antivan crows are swimming in gold from all the contracts on your life. Good luck with that, by the way.
Dang, Dorian.
One in charge.
Living up to your name of a necromancer, huh?
I'm curious why you were in Redcliffe in the first place.
Looking up an old mentor of mine. A magister by the name of Alexius. Good fellow. Always thought highly of him. Then one day, he asks me to join the Venatori. Don't know what he was thinking. He knew I wanted to change Tevinter, not regress it into prehistoric madness. The Venatori killed Alexius once he stopped being useful.
Seems odd he would get involved with the Venatori at all.
That's what I thought. I'd hoped to persuade him to leave Redcliffe. I suppose he had his reasons. People will do odd things when they're strong over a power.
All this talking is getting on my nerve.
Or I didn't really know Alexius at all.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Anything specific?
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah, that is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. Not even certain many slaves do.
Well, we don't have slaves in the South.
In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
I suppose not, no.
I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I should go.
Naturally.
Who the fudge is Liliana? Soulless is down. Dorian. Okay, so Liliana is up. Why can't I find no one? Yeah, she's up there. Gotta go up. Up a floor, through the door. Go up a floor, through the door. This is... Okay, so I'll find Vivienne. Jeez, I can't find nobody I need. Vivienne?
Yes?
There's nothing to talk about, huh? I already asked her all these questions off camera. She asked me to go for an errand for her. Where the frick is Vivienne? Not Vivienne, Cassandra. What's her name? Here it is. Jeez, I was about to give up. 'Cause I was about to say, I can't find her. Okay, so I guess I can just, teleport when I need to talk to her. You know, the assassin girl. So many people in here. Where is she? Ah, there she is. I was about to give up. Move. Y'all crowding it. Come on, Lillian. Vivienne, Lillian.
Your trip to the merchant's home yielded results. Before she became leader of the Venatori, Calpurnia was a slave from Minrathus. Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter. If Corypheus freed her, no wonder she follows him.
What else does her past reveal?
It haunts her. Calpurnia has freed every slave she's purchased. Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. This may lead us to Calpurnia's lair. And this crystal you found is fascinating. An arcanist may unravel its mysteries. Did you need something?
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alright, that was Lillian. Solus is next. I talked to Dorian already. Ugh, all this pointless chatter. I really don't care for the dialogue. The first time I played this game, I skipped past everybody's stories. I'm just being honest, I found them boring. No offense to the story, it's just I'm not a story person, okay? I'm a hack slash... I don't like to sit for like 20 minutes listening to a story. I get impatient, I get bored. Where the frick is Solus? I really hate this place. I'm just gonna jump down here because this is where he is. So easy to get lost. You ain't got nothing to say? Corypheus, any news?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven.
I already heard this conversation. Alright, so the only person we haven't talked to in our group, that's Cole. This is Cullen. I guess we should go talk to Cole and then Cullen. But first... That's out. Where's Cullen at? That's Blackwall. I gotta go talk to him. There's Sarah. This is so irritating. Getting around in this place is irritating. I'm gonna start using the fast travel. I do got a couple of things to sell. Okay. Alright guys, I'm about to get off the game because nothing is happening. Horses, upgrades. We don't have any. You could change your horses if ever you get the chance. This is our new horse. Wow. I like it.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did. Don't mention it. We happen to be in the area. And here I thought we were having a special bonding moment. But I've seen enough of this Inquisition to believe that we do good work. There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future. And I look forward to it. Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit. At your service. Beric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that? Corruption? What sort of corruption? Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens. That could very well explain why so many have disappeared. Yes, disappeared. Not you, though. Have I given you any reason to tell me? I want answer to this. Not when it's founded on rumor. Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them. continue this at another time. As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, so it's hardly a secret, but Blackwell is not who he says he is. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna go see Cole, and Cullen is where Cole is. I'm trying to see how I get there. I need to go up these stairs. First I gotta get over in this area. I really hate the way they designed this. I really do. They could have done this so much better. It's just so annoying the way they did this. Why design it this way? Half of this game is walking around and talking. I'm not kidding. And the other half is side quest. Uh-oh.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life, any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
You shouldn't have done this in the first place.
I have to do this. What future can there be outside the Order if I don't try? I believe in this Inquisition. I would serve out of loyalty, not blind obedience.
I didn't mean... I'm sorry, Cullen. I would have that as well.
The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
She'll probably slay you. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't been talking much because they're doing all the talking.
Something you needed.
Is there anything I should know?
I've gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Man, so Cullen has decided to let go of lyrium. I wonder if that's a good choice. Cole is over here.
Strangest thing, when I reached out, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off me.
Alright, Cole. It's your turn.
Yes, sir. It wasn't from a flower. He wrote it in the snow.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Solus, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Alright, we got an assassin's hat. So, the boring part of the game is about to come where I'm about to go and level up my armor, create new weapons. I ain't got time. Anyways, did I speak with you?
I hope I can help somehow.
I did.
Maybe clean.
Long day.
Alright, so I'm about to cut it off because I'm about to go and do some upgrading of my weapons and stuff. There's nothing worth seeing, so I'll see y'all back soon.